I have access to money, sir, because I started my career with him. So I can just pick up the phone and tell him, sir, I'm coming to work. So I got that access and I abuse that access. And I would love to work with other filmmakers also, like the other filmmakers that I spoke about, be it Dibakar, Sriram Raghavan, Modwane, Zoya. I would love to go work with them. If they allow me, I would love to go work with them as well. Extremely insecure. And that insecure, I kind of relate or understand where it comes from. But that risk-taking thing of wanting to be part of interesting projects, it doesn't, unless and until it is backed by an established producer or established production house or established director, then they might do it. Even then, they might do it. It's not like they will still do it. The OTTs have become the producers now, almost.
Right.
Wherein they dictate what kind of content, because the biggest source of revenue other than theatrical is from OTT.
Hey guys, my name is Imran Ismail and today I'm here with Bejoy Nambiar. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
First of all, I saw the trailer. Let me start with that. I have picked a side.
Oh, okay.
Did you pick a side? Is it going to be Poor or Dange? Let's do that.
No, I can't pick a side. Both are my babies. So.
All right, but I recently read an interesting article, right? Harshvardhan was saying like Bejoy Nambiar focuses on ignore subjects and ignore talent in the industry. Is that something you set out to do?
I don't think I set out to do something like that with that intention. I just set out to tell stories which resonate with me. I'm trying to tell stories which I find interesting to watch myself and with the people who would want to be part of those storytelling. So the intention is to tell interesting stories and to find a connect with the audience. It's never to like make a point like मैं ऐसे ही बनाऊंगा और ऐसे लोग के साथ बनाऊंगा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं.
Never as a director you thought कि मुझे ये करना है.
No? As a director, I always think of stories which are exciting me and how I should translate that excitement across to the audience.
All right. I also heard about that you were casting for this. You wanted a good ensemble cast as well, you know. In Hollywood, where, you know, ensemble cast is cherished, they like to work with each other. But in Bollywood, when you come to this casting and ensemble cast, do you feel that this generation, the younger generation, is kind of insecure to be in a movie where, you know...
They're extremely insecure. Extremely insecure. And that insecure, I kind of relate or understand where it comes from. But that risk-taking thing of wanting to be part of interesting projects, it doesn't, unless and until it is backed by an established producer or established production house or established director, then they might do it. Even then, they might do it. It's not like they will still do it. They're all very, very unclear on how they want to project themselves. They want to be very, they're very protective about how they're coming across to the audience. And that stops them. And that stops them from taking chances, which is sad. Because then they don't get to kind of experience and be part of ensemble cast and everything.
Right.
So, but I guess they have their reasons.
Let me talk about your stories that excite me, why it excites me, all right? Beside the point of the good story, the good screenplay, it's about the color scheme of the spectacle, right? The background music that you use, the music that you use in Dange as well. It's really intriguing, you know? So as a director, how important it is for you to focus on such things where, you know, a lot of these things are neglected by the directors. They just focus on actors and all, but what goes in the background, the score, the feel of the movie, the color scheme of the movie, you know? How important is that for you as an actor?
It's a visual medium, so I try and deploy whatever tools available to me to kind of accentuate and to make the whole experience better. So be it music, be it the colors, be it the way it's cut, be it the way we are kind of grading it, everything, you know. So it's all part of that experience. You want to make that experience a memorable one. You want to make that experience something that people can discuss, it leaves an impact, leaves an impression. So I try my best to make sure that all those things are firing when you're telling the story, and the story kind of and what you're telling in the story gets lifted up by all this, you know.
Right. One good example, if you have to give in Indian cinema, that we have used the color scheme in a very good way, and you have taken inspiration from there.
There are so many filmmakers. There are so many filmmakers who have done such phenomenal work. Talking about from a production point, from a you know, technical standpoint, there are so many interesting filmmakers from across. My mentor himself, Mr. Mani Ratnam, Padmarajan, Dibakar, Sriram Raghavan. These are filmmakers. Modwane. They are filmmakers that they have a very strong command on the technical prowess. You know, they have the technical prowess and they have a strong command on the way they tell the story.
Correct.
So these are filmmakers that I always look up to and look after their work. You know, I look up to their work and I definitely get to learn a lot from their work.
You know, I was also reading about your article that you chose an unconventional way of making this film. You're not dubbing the movies, right? You're making it in two different languages simultaneously at the same time. what intrigued you with this idea? Because it's hardly seen in any kind of cinema, be it Indian cinema, be it abroad, be it anywhere. This is something that we want to see it exciting. But how did you come up with this idea? And not choose a normal, easy way, just dub it.
So I'll tell you purely two reasons. One is I don't think I would have been able to mount the film on this scale if I was doing it in one language only. Because I was doing it in two languages, and because there are two different negatives, two different markets that I'm catering to, I was able to get a certain kind of budget for the film, and that budget allows me to do the film in a bigger way, in a mount it in a much bigger canvas. So that automatically became a great reason for me to attempt it. And the story was, it's a universal story set in the college campus, so it will resonate with students from all across the country. So then, it was like a no-brainer for me that if I'm getting to do it in such a big way, but the challenge is that I had to do it in two languages, then fine, I'll do it. But then the idea was very consciously, we made sure that we make an authentic Hindi film for the Hindi audience, we make an authentic Tamil film with the Tamil audience. So it's not just the principal cast. The entire supporting cast is also separate. Hindi is separate, Tamil is separate.
All right. But there's also a business aspect to it, right? You're making one film in two different languages. Are you worried about the numbers?
Well, to be very honest, the numbers, a lot of the numbers have already been underwritten by the sales of derivatives, be it digital, music, satellite. So a lot of the budget has been taken care of by that.
All right.
So that helps me be slightly safer. There is still a little bit to recover, but that little bit, I'm hoping the theatrical will help.
All right. That's a very easy way to say it, right? All your things are gone.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about this as well. You spoke about Mani Ratnam, sir. I want to speak about him as well. You said, be it anytime I'm going to assist him.
Right.
You are a dignified director right now, right?
Yeah.
You work with such great talents right now. You still want to do it? You still want to be on the set of Mani Ratnam, sir, and you're still eager to learn?
I think this is a misnomer when people think that just because you've become a filmmaker, become a distinguished filmmaker, that you made films, that you don't need to learn anymore, that you know everything. It's not like that at all. I feel that, and it's not just that I have access to Mani, sir, because I started my career with him. So I can just pick up the phone and tell him, sir, I'm coming to work. So I got that access and I abuse that access because I make sure that I take every opportunity available to make sure I get to work with him, only because I get to learn a lot being on his set. Because he works with the best in the country. So being on that set, just as a quiet spectator, you will just learn a lot. So that learning is something that I'm very, very selfish about. I want to learn. And I would love to work with other filmmakers also, like the other filmmakers that I spoke about, Pete Dibakar, Sriram Raghavan, Modwane, Zoya. I would love to go work with them. If they allow me, I would love to go work with them as well. Because I don't think, if these are filmmakers that have left that kind of impression, that have inspired you, then there is so much that you can learn from them through their making also. I learn by watching their films. So then if I'm getting access to work with them, why not?
Okay. Dipaki, you've also come to a way on OTT as well, right? Let's talk about that. OTT is a platform, right now, I think because of OTT, there is no more Tamil, Telugu, in Hindi, Punjabi cinema. We have united as one right now, and we call it as Indian cinema. And there's a wave of cinema happening in our industry right now. So what do you think as OTT gives you liberty as a director, right? What kind of liberty you get from such platforms,
I think the biggest boon that has come from that is that it has paved the way for a lot of interesting new storytellers who wouldn't have got a chance otherwise if it was just film and TV. Earlier it was just those two paradigms. Either you do a film or you do TV.
Yeah.
Now OTT is opened up and you have all kinds of things happening there, be it non-fiction, fiction, docudramas, limited series. So that gives rise to more new voices coming in, more new talent coming in. So that is definitely a great thing that has come through because of that. A lot of interesting filmmakers have come through, a lot of interesting actors have come through, a lot of interesting technicians have come through because of that. So I guess that is the biggest advantage that has happened.
And what do you think about the power structure that used to exist in Bollywood? Do you think because of the arrival of OTT, that line is a little blurring right now?
The line is blurring and kind of conjoining and forming into another power structure now. So now the OTTs suddenly are becoming more powerful than the established producers now. And I can see that. You can ask any filmmaker right now. Actually, the OTTs have become the producers now almost.
Right.
Wherein they dictate what kind of content, because the biggest source of revenue other than theatrical is from OTT.
Agreed.
So then they are deciding what kind of content they want to make, what kind of content they want to accept. So now the power structure is now embedded within them. I feel.
That makes you happy?
that makes me curious, not very happy, to see what kind of stuff they're backing, what kind of stuff they're
Right.
greenlighting. So it is an interesting time for sure.
Thank you so much for this conversation. I had
thank you so
so much fun. Such
Same
good
here.
insight I got from you. I'm looking forward to your work.
Please watch the film,
I'm
let me
going to
know.
watch it tomorrow, and I would advise, please go and watch it. The things we're talking about, you will see in the movie. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Vijay.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck.
Thanks.
See ya.